If you wasn't from the 80s, you won't understand.
I've been raising hell since raising hell in 86. In 1982 was born and added to the mix. When Planet Rock pop, my mom popped me out. Matter of fact, it was the year that Wild Style came out. I remember growing up, I used to hear them beats. Boom bap when we hit up the street. All my cousins had polka dots and later Cavaricis. What the hell you really know about my brother Chichi? We were wild as hell, and our father was a DJ, buying Swedish fish from pennies right beside the BJ's. I was always Freddy Krueger when it came to Halloween. It was about the same time that BDP came on the scene. If you wasn't from the 80s, then you ain't gon' get it. You have to understand that hip-hop, we live it. Was always eating rice and beans. We grew up in the slums with mothers that were broke as hell and had us sharing clothes with older brothers.
If you wasn't from the 80s, you won't understand. If you wasn't from the 80s, you won't understand. If you wasn't from the 80s, you won't understand. If you wasn't from the 80s, you won't understand.
We used to warm up the crib by turning on the oven. I remember eggs when they were 50 cents for a dozen. Didn't listen to the new kids on the block, nope. In 88 they flooded up the spot, coke. I remember the Dominicans would always be for Ricans. If you wasn't from the 80s, then you won't get what I'm speaking. It's a fact, those times are golden. Andre really was a giant. Used to cut a hunk of spam instead of ham when I was frying. Jeans, Woolies and shades, Cazelli's in the winter, rocking Asics. There was never spending money, we got by with just the basics. Every summer was a hell, every winter was a war. Can't forget Crazy Eddie would demolish up a store. It was better days and better times, spun out them years is left behind. But I always say that it was them days that made me dope and fresh with mine. So get up and go press rewind. I'm leaving people, see you soon. Whoever doesn't learn their history is destined for their doom.
If you wasn't from the